Hi there, welcome back to our channel. We've got a Sunday chatty vlog. We missed a video last week, didn't we?
Yeah, life is just hectic at the moment, so
Yes.
sometimes you just take stock, and it does take time.
And it was your birthday weekend.
It was my birthday weekend,
Yes.
so we were out all day Saturday, and we thought, do you know what? We can't do everything all the time, so we do apologise. And if you did watch any of our other videos, thank you very much. So, but no, we're back having another video this weekend. Life is still just as hectic. You'll also may have noticed as well that we have changed our channel name. We will get to that in a moment. But today we're going to be talking about
bucket list items.
Yeah.
We've been planning to do a video about this. I think it's always fun to talk about what we've got planned coming up. So not like a trip itinerary, but just things that we would really like to do, place we want to eat, shopping and all that kind of thing. But like Aid said, we have made a change and there's changes coming, so we'll get to that after we've talked.
Yes, so stay tuned. We will be talking about that afterwards.
We'll talk about our upcoming trip.
So in regard to bucket lists, just so I know as well, because we haven't really spoken about this, and this is one of our, you remember, I don't know if you remember, we used to call them live not live, so we just like to have a chat about things. So is this just about our trip bucket list? So
yeah, this trip next
upcoming
month.
trip. So the trip that's coming up next month, and it's what we kind of have on our list, are almost a bit of a tick list of what we want to try and do. Now there's one thing I would say, I'm going to start by saying this, and I don't know which the best way to tick this is off. Maybe we'll come back to this in a minute, and that is food.
Yes, that was going to be one of the main things I wanted to talk about.
There is one thing that we are, or should we say are not doing this time.
What's that?
And that is in regards to ADRs.
We have got one.
One, is it?
Yeah.
Excuse
we
me.
only had one last time.
We had one last time.
No, we had more, but we cancelled.
Had more, but we cancelled.
We don't like being tied down, do we?
Yeah, so I know a lot of people love ADRs, and you see so many...
Advanced dining reservations.
Yeah, sorry, advanced dining reservation at Disney. So 60 days if... Is that for anyone?
Yeah.
Or is it just... You still have to have a park reservation, don't you, as well, for those? Yeah, so basically, we actually find we love some of the ADRs, and if you saw our last trip, we loved Storybook
Dining.
It was amazing.
Our favourite ADR, our favourite Disney dining reservation, table service meal in Disney.
Character one.
I'd say overall,
actually, do you know what? Overall, actually, food-wise and everything, I think it was just brilliant.
Loved it.
Start to finish.
Everything.
So yeah, food, service, characters, setting.
I was going to say atmosphere, exactly.
Atmosphere, the whole feel of everything. It was spot on. And we've done quite a few as well, because a few years ago, was it 2017, we did the dining plan, so we could experience quite a few of the character meals.
And then we've done a few.
And we've done a few since. So we
always do some each trip, don't we?
Yeah.
But we just don't like being tied down.
We don't like being tied down. Now, if we're somewhere for 2 weeks, maybe that's not as bad. But this trip, we're in Disney for 7 nights. And bearing in mind, one of those is when we arrive, and we're going to be landing, like 10 o'clock at night? Or around 9, 10 o'clock at night. So realistically, that first night, there's not going to be much going on, is there?
No.
So I think for this time, majority of things are going to be, we may eat out, off-site, quick serves.
Mostly, I think.
Quick serves are a combination of either resort quick serves or in the parks.
This was a bucket list video.
Sorry, I'll start again. Go on then, you take over.
Well,
we're talking about food. Okay, what's your bucket list food?
Do you know, what did I say to you yesterday? We were stood in the kitchen and I said, if you could eat anything in the world right now, what would it be? And I had 2 things in my head, and you immediately said...
I can't remember.
Steak tips.
Steak tips.
I hopped steak tips, and I said that was the number 2 thing in my head.
So what's number 1?
The number 1 that I keep fancying.
Oh.
The chicken from
Fort Wilderness.
Fort Wilderness. If you haven't seen the video, that was
go and check it out. It was
Wednesdays.
Was it last week? It was only last week.
This week's.
This week's.
Yeah.
I lose track of what's what at the moment.
It was just the best Disney quick serve ever. Just for not only just for value, but that chicken. If you like fried chicken.
So this bucket list might then be quite big then, because we've got steak tips.
We don't actually have it on the itinerary to go there, but I really want to.
But we are, for this trip as well, we've been kind of giving little teasers away about it. We are going on a bit of a mini road trip and heading up in North Carolina. So hopefully we're going to get to an IHOP at some point. So if we don't do it in Florida,
I really want to do IHOP in Florida.
we would
just in
like
case
to do it, just in case we don't, because we do love the steak tips.
I think for us, when it comes to bucket list items, especially with food,
Ours are quite simple.
But it's things that we crave when we're here in the UK that we can't get. So IHOP steak tips, it's a must for us. So I do want to do it in Florida.
Perfect.
Because if we don't get to do it when we're with our friends, I would be really disappointed.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And the same goes for Texas Roadhouse. It's not everywhere.
Texas Roadhouse, I think, is... So there's 2 items there.
Yeah.
The fried chicken at Fort Wilderness, I want to try and make sure we get there.
We're so lucky that we like the same things, really, aren't we?
It was just so nice. And also the setting, we stayed there and ate it.
I know.
It was just nice being outside.
Mind you, knowing the heat that they're having right now, it might not be
it might
so
not be quite nice. Yeah.
It's really hot over there at the moment. Yeah, you think, what were we there? 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon? Could you imagine?
It was warm enough. It was warm enough there.
It was so
at the
comfortable.
At the moment, it's really quite.
Might not be so enjoyable at the moment.
It's quite hot at the moment, isn't it? So,
yeah.
So yeah, that's a great one. I mean, that's also. Did we picked the one? It's about $20, wasn't it? About $21, $22. And you literally got a whole, was it 8 pieces of chicken, a whole cornbread, you got your mashed potato.
With the white gravy, it was so delicious.
It was so nice.
And the mac and cheese was so
mac and cheese as well, didn't it?
Yeah.
But you think about it, that's $11 each, or around about that, $11 each. So same as individual quick serve, it could probably... It would easily feed 3 of you, if not probably 4. I mean, obviously, big eaters it wouldn't do, but it was kind of done as a family meal, wasn't it?
I was going to say we can just bring it back with us and pop it in the fridge.
Exactly.
And we've got lunches as well. The other thing that we really fancy doing this time is eating in Pinocchio's in Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
We always go to Cosmic Ray's for our chicken and chips. But we thought we might try Pinocchio's this time. We fancy trying to get a little table by It's a Small World, don't we? We thought that would be really fun.
Something we've never done, is it? So I mean, it's chicken and chips. There's something
really
we've actually come to love before. We've had, I wouldn't say bad experiences with it, but I think I don't know about anyone else, you get that feeling where you start to get maybe a little bit hangry, don't you? Where you're really hungry, you're kind of getting a bit on edge, and you just know you need to eat. And you kind of just, we've done it before, so I think it was about 10 o'clock at night, wasn't it?
And everything was closed.
And everything was closed, and it was a case of we just needed something. And you don't enjoy it. Whereas the last few trips, we've come to really enjoy the chicken tenders and chips from Cosmic Ray's, well, pretty much most places.
We always eat it in Cosmic Ray's, though,
always have it in Cosmic Ray's, but it's just so nice.
The other thing I've never had, and it's always on my list, the chicken waffle sandwich from Sleepy Hollow. Oh, poppers will be on your list.
Oh yeah, jalapeno poppers will always be there.
How many do you think you'll have? How many did you have last time?
One lot.
I thought you had more than one.
Nope, just one lot.
Did you really only have one? That surprises me.
It was only one lot.
I think you had it twice.
No, I think we said it once, because I was just thinking your chocolate banana.
I only had one of those.
I thought you had 2 of those. You had one in Animal Kingdom as well.
That was the only one.
Did you not have it in Magic Kingdom?
No. And I keep saying I'm going to remake them at home. And
haven't yet.
Not done that, no.
No. Yeah, you were going back to the waffle, the chicken waffle.
Yeah, I really would like to try that.
Yeah, that's at Sleepy Hollow.
And you came up with having... Has anyone had the hot dogs from... What's it called? The one in Tomorrowland. Not Casey's Corner.
Oh, Launching
Pad, yes.
Launching Pad?
Yeah, the hot dogs there sound quite nice. Let us know if you've had one.
We've had the Casey's Corner before. A long time ago, haven't we?
Do you know my favourite one ever?
Oh, was that DLP?
DLP. I had the vegan one. It was the best hot dog I'd ever eaten in my life.
Yeah.
It was just the toppings. It was so good. And it was the bun. It wasn't a soft bun. It was like a fresh...
Was yours the vegetarian
Yeah, it was
one?
the vegan one.
Oh, the
it was
vegan
a French baguette with it. It was just the best hot dog I'd ever had.
See, for me, I'm your traditional American hot dog burger.
How do you find the American hot dogs though? Because they're beef, aren't they?
I'm not as keen on the beef.
I didn't think you were.
But I don't think they have beef. Obviously, I don't say don't beef everywhere. Disney, they're beef, aren't they? Are they beef in every Disney resort and park? I'm not sure. I've not really had many hot dogs.
They are at Costco as well, aren't they?
They're at Costco, they're beef, aren't they? So
you prefer a pork hot dog, don't
I do prefer. Waitrose do the best hot dogs. They're actually called Dino
dogs.
and they are huge. I think it's like at the moment, I think they're on offer. They're normally £6, but they're £5 for 8, and they are massive.
They're really big.
They're really, but they're nicer, aren't they?
I know, they're really good.
They're a New York hot dog. I think Dino something or other. But yeah, so I said about Launching Pad. There's also, I think, was it Launching Pad? I saw a short while ago, or it could have been somewhere else. They did a nice either cake. It was not caramel. What's the other one?
Pecan?
No, cinnamon. Was it cinnamon?
Oh, okay.
I think, but it looked like a bit like we'd have over here, like treacle sponge type of thing. Or not treacle sponge, but it looked like it was covered in that type of thing. I don't know what it was underneath. Whether it was more like a pastry. It wasn't like Gaston's.
Okay.
It was more like we would have. It looked more sort of syrupy type of cover. But I can't remember. But I don't know if that's only for a certain time.
The other one I found, which I really fancy trying, there's a kiosk in Animal Kingdom just before you get to Dino Land, and they do chicken buffalo chips, but not chips like fries like we say in the UK, like tortilla crisps.
Chips.
Yeah,
crisps.
potato crisps. Crisps, do you know what I mean?
Fries, chips.
Yeah, so
not
you've
fries,
got the
chips.
crisps.
Chips.
With buffalo chicken on top. That looks really nice.
Yeah.
I love buffalo chicken, yeah. But we're really disappointed.
Oh.
The chip van, as my family called
I
it.
call it chip van.
On Boardwalk, you know, where you get your... What do they call it? I forgot what it was called. My mind's gone blank.
I forgot what it was called, but they served...
takeout on the Boardwalk.
They did the loaded fries there.
The loaded fries was so good.
The loaded fries, you could either have fries, you could have, I think, parmesan. Was it bacon and parmesan?
Parmesan garlic.
There was the spicy one, which was the chicken...
Buffalo chicken. That was so spicy.
And
I was
the chili.
Chili cheese fries.
And also, what is also quite disappointing, the pizza... I can't remember where the pizza window is there.
Yeah, the pizza window.
They are only selling it by the slice now.
And it's nearly $10 a slice. We used to pay, was it 20? When we first started going, it was about 20. I think it had gone up to about 21, 22.
Yeah, and it's about,
but
it's about £9 a slice. Now the slice is also £9, $9. It is a quarter, isn't it? Or it used to be. So
It's
I don't know
a
if it is
big
now.
piece.
Now I saw recently on, I think it was a story, a Brit of Charlie was at Port Orleans. I think it was Port Orleans, if I've got that wrong. But they do still sell the full pizzas.
I've seen them in other resorts.
Other resorts, other locations. So don't just take it that Boardwalk, because they don't have it, that's there. And I did actually message and she said, yeah, Boardwalk, it is only by the slice now, which is such a shame.
It was to go, wasn't it? Boardwalk to go, I think it was
it
called.
Boardwalk to go?
Yeah. I made a list. Can I just grab that?
You go and grab that
you
list.
carry on.
Oh, I'm a Karen, am I? Okay.
Oh, I've left it upstairs.
Do you trust me? Do you want to go and get it?
Oh, I think it's upstairs.
Do you want to go and grab it quickly?
Yeah. Do you want to pause it a minute?
Yeah, well, I never know which button it is. Because I don't want to press the wrong one.
Right, found my list.
Do you get your list?
Yeah. It was, I was going through all the foods in Food and Wine Festival.
Food and Wine.
In
Ah,
Epcot.
yes.
I think the number one thing on my list this time
Yeah.
are the wings, the brew wings. They sound really good. We love chicken wings, don't we?
They're in what?
It's in one of the little pavilion things, isn't it? Brew wings.
Yeah, it's where they did the Orangeburg sippy, didn't they? Yeah, in Epcot, yeah.
Yeah, that's on my list. We always like the raclette in by Germany,
yes.
don't we?
Yeah.
We want the spring rolls again from China.
Oh, that spring rolls, and also is it the Kung Fu Punch?
It's not actually part of the food and wine.
No. But that Kung Fu Punch was so nice. I think we had that at 11 o'clock, didn't we?
Yeah, that was on your list.
So nice. Oh, in Greece, the griddled cheese.
It was really sweet.
It's
like with honey, wasn't
it's like
it?
a solid cheese, and it was with honey. Sure, it had nuts as well in it. It was it pistachios?
I think so.
And it was just so nice. It was just almost, I can't describe what it was like or what flavour, but it was just so, no, I thoroughly enjoyed that.
And we want to do the Emil's fromage montage again
Yes,
as well.
so we're going to get 5 of the cheese items.
And the crispy cheese in India, that was so good last time. That was my favourite cheese, I think.
There is one that we're not probably going to rush back to, and that was the cheese bread in Brazil?
Everyone raved about that.
Yeah, it was okay. Not, I mean, we love cheese, but it was kind of take it or leave it type of thing. So
yeah.
There's another one we didn't get to try last time. That was the mimosa flights.
Ah, yes, we've got the mimosa flight on our list as well.
Oh, and another one we won't be doing is is it called the fry flight?
Yeah, that was
It's
another
called
one
that.
everyone raves about.
They raved about it, and
We had it cold.
But then even the second one wasn't really warm. But regardless of that, it just still didn't, I don't know, I'd, again, take or leave it.
You get a lot for your money.
You do, actually.
And I wonder if they were piping hot, if they would feel completely different.
And I love the idea of the combinations because the sweet and the savoury. And sometimes those mixes do work well. I think when it, because did one have like the cream on it?
Yeah.
One had the like syrupy, wasn't it? That kind of. And I think that can work really well, the savoury and the sweet. I like the idea, but just wasn't. The vinegar one I liked.
Yeah,
that was really
okay.
nice, yeah.
Again, though, if it was warm, it might have been better. I really want to try the cheese soup in Canada. I've never had it, and everyone says it's amazing. That's on my list as well.
Okay, yeah.
That'll be nice.
That'll be in the heat. That'll be fun, won't it?
What, cheese soup in the heat?
Yeah.
And
You've written steak.
well, you get steak there as well,
Oh,
so
do
put it
you?
next to it.
Well, I'll have steak.
And I've also got Flavours from Fire corned beef. No idea what it is. I can't remember, but I've written it down.
Corned beef. Ah.
Yeah, but it's part of the fromage
Is it?
montage thing. Yeah.
I think there's some things there we haven't tried.
Got 5 things.
When I
from
saw
the
corned
cheese.
beef, reminded me, they do a corn as well, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
But didn't Lee and Nick try that and say it wasn't that great?
I can't remember.
There was one I remember them saying it wasn't, they wouldn't rush back to have it again. I think. I could be wrong. Could be a different one.
Let us know, with the festivals, what food do you like? The cheese toasty that we had in the Festival of Arts at the beginning of the year
that was. And the soup.
was the best thing.
Toasty and soup.
I love to make something that I want to go home and recreate.
You want to eat something that you...
Yeah,
You said you like to make it.
No, sorry, I like to eat something and then make it and
Yep.
think I want to make this at home.
Yep.
That's what that cheese toasty has done. There's a lot of things that we have at Disney that we now eat on a regular basis at home.
Or we modify a little bit because the buffalo chicken... Is it the buffalo chicken?
Yes, from Hollywood Studios.
But not only that, also with the jalapeno.
We add jalapenos to it.
So we add jalapenos to it, but not only that, you then also make the dip.
Yes, I've
You
turned
make
it
a
into
dip from that. And I actually say this is just like the filling from it. So it's kind of
All
like...
it is soft cheese, like Philadelphia, add buffalo sauce, grate some cheese in there, a little bit of garlic powder,
Some jalapenos.
jalapenos, and then if you want to do it hot, you can eat it cold like that. If you want to do it hot, add grated cheese over the top and stick it under the grill. It's so good to dip. Oh, shall I do one of those tonight? I've made some bread.
If you want to.
Yeah.
If I get done my jobs I need to
Okay.
get done. So yes.
Right, the other thing, this is so high up on my list.
Is this still food we're talking
Yeah.
about? Should we rent in this video food we want to eat?
We stayed at Saratoga Springs and we
Yes.
went into Disney Springs really early in the morning, about
Oh,
9 o'clock
yes.
before anything was open.
Apart
And
from Starbucks.
apart from Starbucks. And we walked past a little kiosk. I can't remember what it's called. I haven't written it down. And it's basically near World of Disney. And their waffles, they had pictures and they do like little plastic recreations of what the meals look like. The Disney waffles looked amazing.
They're a bit like our ice cream cones, aren't they?
Yes,
Or
but
ice
they-
cream cones, but
They
they're waffles.
had Mickey Mouse on them, the cones and the ice creams, and they were only $8 something for a big sundae.
Considering you look at the price of Ghirardelli's now.
Well, we went to Ghirardelli's. It was the night before, I
Which
think.
had ice cream, wasn't
we
it?
had one scoop of vanilla ice cream with caramel, and it was nearly $20 for
Not
the
just
two.
off the two, yeah. So almost $10 each.
And this was a great big waffle cone,
we
themed.
did get a reasonable amount of ice cream.
but you look at the...
But I would say I would choose to go. I know it's not. I know it's changed on Boardwalk now. There's an ice cream place there. I've forgotten the name of the ice cream place on Boardwalk now.
Cold Stone?
No,
that's
it's the
Universal,
Disney
isn't
owned
it?
one.
Oh, okay.
But I'd say I'd prefer to go in there.
Salt and Straw, was
No,
it? Oh.
no, it's not. It's the one on Boardwalk. The one that I've forgotten the name previously, but it's now just the Disney one.
The deli. Oh, yes.
But the ice cream there is so much more value for money in regards to Ghirardelli's personally.
Yeah.
So
I love the Ghirardelli's just with the caramel,
yeah,
though.
that's
It's
really nice,
so
but
good.
it's expensive when you talk about $10 for just like a scoop or
One
something
scoop
like that.
with
It's
a bit
quite
of
a lot.
caramel. Yeah, so I really, really want to try one of those. And I really want to go back and get a margarita. That, again, is really high up on my list.
Oh, the frozen margarita.
That was one of my most special moments
Was
with
it
you.
Sunshine Terrace?
No, I haven't written it down. Margarita something.
I thought it was Sunshine something.
No, it was margarita
Oh, okay.
something. And it's just sat in Disney Springs with a margarita watching the sunset. That was such a special evening.
That was lovely.
Yeah.
You've mentioned the chicken.
Yeah.
Pick us bills.
These items, I didn't realise they're Mickey's Not So Scary, and we're not doing that.
Ah, yes.
Okay. Oh, I found something else. I don't know if this is all the time. I need to have a look. The Plaza ice cream at the top of Main Street in Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
An apple fritter sundae.
Apple.
Sorry, I'm getting everything muddled up. Apple fritter sundae. You've really transformed me. I've been trying so hard to try ice cream, haven't I?
You started to enjoy it, haven't you?
I know, but I mean, not like flavoured ones. I'm going for like the vanilla-y ones.
Say that. You did have, and you liked it.
Coffee
I think
ice
you
cream.
had coffee ice cream, and that's on the boardwalk.
Yeah, I liked that too.
For the name of the one I can't remember that it's been called to now. But yeah, you've liked the coffee ice, because you always used to go for a sorbet, and that was like your limit of things that were cold. But you're starting to enjoy it now.
An apple, I can't say it. Apple fritter sundae sounds so nice. That's my food list.
I think you were trying to say that in the German way. That's why you were.
What? No, it wasn't.
You're not.
It wouldn't be that
Okay.
way. Yeah, that's my list.
Ah,
You happy with that?
yeah, sounds good. Don't think we're going to go hungry.
What else is on your bucket list, mister?
What in regards to
Anything for the trip?
there is one thing the top of the list that we must see, and that is Happily Ever After.
I know you were going to say that then.
Now, yeah, we have seen it before. We've been fortunate that we've actually seen it quite a few times, both in the park, from
It was
other
our special
locations.
thing. It was
the
night we joined DVC.
The night we joined DVC. That wasn't the first time we saw it, but it just holds so many lovely memories, and just hearing the music.
That was our 2018 trip, and it just suddenly meant something to us. And then it was that evening, once we had actually signed the papers and we had officially joined, and then when we went for our first DVC trip with the kids in 2019, it just became like the family song almost, wasn't it?
Yeah, and hearing the music, I've not actually, I know there's some videos out there, and there's some actually really, really good videos of Happily Ever After, original ones like pre-COVID, but we can't bring ourselves to actually watch that. I can't wait to see it.
I'm so excited.
Again.
Yeah.
Now we've done things in the past where we've like got a spot to watch the fireworks and Happily Ever After and things like that. But I don't know what we're going to do this time, because where we're going to watch it from. So we haven't decided yet. Where would you choose to watch the fireworks and watch Happily Ever After from? We're kind of now of the opinion that we don't sit down long before fireworks to get a spot.
I just don't like being around all the people either.
We just generally find somewhere. We've done it before where we've been at the end of Main Street, we've been kind of out the way a little bit. We've done it behind the castle before. That's been quite good. You don't maybe get the same immersed feel, especially now because of the projections as well. I think that really has changed it a little bit. You can still enjoy the music and the fireworks, but I know that seeing the castle is kind of like quite important to get the whole experience. So I don't know. We'll have to have a think. But any suggestions of where you watch the fireworks from?
What ride are you most looking forward to?
Guardians,
Yeah,
I think.
that's mine as well. We watched, what did we watch? Guardians 3.
Galaxy 3, yeah.
Recently, and we came off, and I was just, after watching it, I was just so excited, and I actually got out the itinerary, and I actually changed the itinerary to make sure that we had more than one Epcot park reservation, because we had plans to go into Epcot a few times, but only once in the morning. The rest are all in the evening. So then we changed things up a little bit. I just really want to ride Guardians. Oh, guys, we have a question for you. With regards to riding the rides with virtual queues, so Guardians and Tron, do you have to have a park reservation? So, and this is for not actually the virtual queues, but for doing a lightning lane. So say, for example, we were in Animal Kingdom in the morning, then we park hop to Epcot in the evening. Can we purchase a lightning lane, or do you have to have had originally a park reservation?
Or do you have to be in that park to get that lightning lane? We've never really, well, we have done lightning lane before.
Yeah.
We've obviously done Genie Plus, didn't we?
Yeah,
So
we've tried them.
But individual lightning lanes we've never done. So it's a question for people that have done the individual lightning lanes. Obviously Genie Plus we know, and we've done that. But no, if there's someone that knows, that would be great. I mean, we'll go and look as well. But if anyone has done it, just curious to know how those lightning lanes, the individual purchase ones, actually work.
Thank you.
Could we do it in the morning, or do we have to be in the park?
Yeah.
or whatever.
Well, I was more thinking, like, you imagine, like, we're in Animal Kingdom in the morning, but then we're in Epcot in the evening. But obviously we wouldn't have had a park reservation because the park reservation would have been for Animal Kingdom.
And we wouldn't have been able to be there at 1 o'clock for the second time that they...
Well, we wouldn't have had a park
That's
reservation
what I mean,
anyway.
we wouldn't have had one, yeah.
But can we purchase a one-off Lightning Lane? I don't know how it works.
We'll have to have a look as well. But yeah, if you've done that, yeah, please let us know.
And shopping list. What's on your shopping list? Bucket list?
There's not really too much on there. I'm going to see if that hoodie's available that I was trying to look in March. That I remember seeing some. Sorry, I've forgotten the account name. Kirsty. I can't remember the name now, but yeah, I saw that and I thought I'd really like to get that. Found them, didn't have the sizes, so see if that's there. It was a navy blue zip-up hoodie.
Sweet.
And it was nice, actually, just really nice. It wasn't a Spirit jersey, but it was just like a hoodie, really plain, simple. But I loved it. So. And
beer nuts.
Beer nuts, spray cheese.
We don't really have much of a shopping list. I've done a Bath and Body Works. Other people have asked about the Bath and Body Works. I've had it sent to my friend Debbie because we're going to stay with Debbie, my friend. The lady I was using as a shopper to have sent to her in Orlando, she no longer does it, so I don't have a shopper anymore. And somebody asked about how I find out about all the good sales. Just signing up to the email list, the newsletters from Bath and Body Works. They do come through quite frequently. But yeah, so my shower gels I've ordered hand soaps this time. I think I got them in the $3 sale a couple of months ago. So I just stocked up then. And last time when I placed my order, I got some for as low as $1.80 something. They were really, really well priced. I don't really have much of a shopping list. I have just run out of everything bagel seasoning. I use that when I bake bread sometimes. I've run out of that. I'd like to get some new tea towels. I want to have a look in Dollar Tree at their storage.
Yeah, I'd like to maybe get some t-shirts, but not necessarily Disney t-shirts.
Oh, that's something we were going to talk about,
actually. Yeah, something I've been quite disappointed with Disney t-shirts more recently. They do tend to bobble really badly.
And very quick.
Very quickly. Now, I've noticed on most of the Disney ones, worst one was the Epcot one, which actually happened the day I got it. I think to wear it straight away or that day, whatever.
Yeah.
Now, I know I do have a bag, but it seems to be worse if you're kind of carrying a bag on your back. Now, I've got other t-shirts that are non Disney. Like, for example, I'm wearing my Universal one here. Again, I've worn rucksacks with this. This one hasn't bobbled or done anything. But I just think the price you're paying for the Disney t-shirts, although they're not as expensive as they have been, but some of them still are pricey. I mean, you're paying $30 for a t-shirt. I mean, that's
40.
Or 40. Yeah.
You expect to be able to wear it more than half a day before it bobbles.
Sort of, yeah, that type of thing. But the more and more I'm finding like that, so I'm kind of not. I've not got any ideas or wanting to buy any, but I do want to get some other t-shirts because we're kind of going on a bit of a road trip. I wouldn't mind picking up some other things. Like when we were there in March, I picked up one for Island Donuts in St. Augustine. There's a donut shop we went to. Absolutely loved it. Also got one for Kookaburra Coffee, which is in St. Augustine as well. So I'd like to maybe try and pick up some other t-shirts like that of places that we go, whether it be food, drink, that type of thing, experiences. So, and even the roadside...
That's what I was just going to say.
The roadside stops, we picked up some lovely t-shirts. Again, it's a St. Augustine one. It's a lovely t-shirt. Blue, really nice blue. The design in it really kind of summery, isn't it?
And I got two.
Your gator one, I love, isn't it? So nice.
Sort of Florida type.
But they're so cheap.
We got 3 for $12, and then some of the others, the nicer ones, were $12 each.
Yeah.
They were really good, but yeah, the roadside stops, some of them were really fun, so I think we want to look out, because we're doing a road trip, we want to stop off.
They're often where you see like the citrus, where they've got the oranges, maybe the grapefruits, that kind of thing. Yeah, stop at them, you find them quite sort of, yeah, it's quite good actually. And also you don't tend to find some of that stuff elsewhere. We never saw what we saw. Again, you'll probably find they're in every single one.
I'm really looking forward to the road trip actually, I'm really excited about that. Oh, that's something else on our bucket list. We don't have any Disney mugs on our list, but we do have Starbucks mugs for South and North Carolina.
Yes, South and North Carolina's a definite. We've got the others that we're going through, but looking forward to our time in Atlanta. Another bucket list item is taking photos from the Jackson Street Bridge.
Yeah.
So anyone that's anyone that's a Walking Dead fan will know exactly what we mean by the Jackson Street Bridge.
We're actually going to try and get up really, really early on the day that we leave Disney, just to go to another Walking Dead location, aren't we? It's our favourite place in the whole world that we've been to.
Yeah, it's not just because Walking Dead, but it is just so lovely. I'm sure there's probably very similar places in the States as well, but it's just got that nice, it's that typical American, almost high street. Main Street type of thing. So it's just quaint.
Independence.
Yeah, quaint, coffee shop, restaurants. Do you know what I mean? That type of thing. Nice houses around there, sort of just nice community it seems to be.
Yeah, we're going to try and get there in the morning, aren't we?
So it'll also be interesting to see, because they have now obviously stopped filming. We were there and it was actually set up for all the filming and all the fences, not so well, obviously people couldn't go in, but as part of The Walking Dead, all the metal fences that are part of filming.
Yeah, I wonder if they're still there.
I'm assuming they're going to be coming down, because people actually lived inside that area as well. So it'd just be nice to see. So,
have you got any other things for when we're with our friends? Things that you'd like to do or see?
I don't think so.
I think we'll do another video, sort of trip details. We're still finalising a few plans, but we'll do another, I think, video just beforehand with all our plans for the trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just looking forward to, I think we'll do some shopping with them. Not that we need anything, but just sort of coffees. And
I think it's just nice enjoying time with friends. I think it's going to be the food and drink. It's just going to be just nice to
Cheesecake Factory's on the list.
Nice to be somewhere else as well. That's the other thing. I think a lot of you will follow us because of our Disney trip. So this is really...
Should we do this as a bit of a tedious
this
link?
Is just what I was, well, this is what I was going to say. A lot of you will only have ever seen our videos where we've basically been in Disney, or we may have done day trips here, there, whether either in the States or maybe a couple over here. But prior to this, we've done a few road trips. And if you followed Lisa's channel before we made this one, that was kind of how we did our trips. We would do a road trip and maybe end at Disney or things like that. So this is kind of the first trip where we're doing a bit of a hybrid trip again, which does bring us on to our channel rename. Now, you obviously will know us as Aid and Lisa Do Disney. It's never just been Disney. I think even probably one of the first ones we did
Why
Universal.
did you want to call it Aid and Lisa Do Disney?
I have absolutely no idea.
This was during COVID. You were on at me because I used to do my vlogs on my own vlogging channel, and you really wanted me to start a Disney channel or a travel channel. I really didn't want to. And in the end, you got me to agree to it during COVID. I've let
you down.
I've let you kind of continue it. It's been your baby, really. I edit the vlogs, I film and edit, you do everything else. And we've just... Aid and Lisa Do Disney. But we don't just do Disney, we never did.
No,
but people
and
think
I don't
that's
know,
all we do.
I know, so it's the time to make a change. Other things may be in the pipeline, who knows?
Yeah.
But there could be some other changes afoot, but I think just change it to Aid and Lisa.
I think also, if, for those that follow us on my vlogging channel will know that we're about to go through a huge life change. We are about to move house. Aid's never lived outside of this town, apart from when he's worked away, and I've lived in the house for 25 years, and the kids have left, and so we're about to move house. We're moving to Wiltshire. We've just been at the house just now, actually, haven't we? We've just had, so if you're interested in following along with our move, I do vlog about it on my vlogging channel, so I'll leave the link below.
What's the name as well?
It's Life with Lisa.
Life with Lisa.
Yes. It is very
just
much...
in case people don't check.
Sorry, it's about our Disney life as well. I cook a lot and all that kind of thing. It's very much home content.
So you will probably find that recipe for that toasted sandwich down there
I've
as
made
well.
it
You'll find that if we
before.
made it before. I haven't vlogged it before, so it'll be there.
But yeah, we're undergoing this probably the biggest life change we've ever had right now.
Yeah, and that's like when we said before, no video last week. It's not just because it's my birthday.
Our life is topsy-turvy at the moment.
It is all over the place. Our time is really being consumed with a lot of things at the moment. Anyone that has moved will obviously understand that. There's a lot going on. But yeah.
We've just come back from the house. We've had our first fix with the builder going around. We were walking around inside. We were able to go up the stairs, and our life is about to completely change. It's going to be a much greener way of living. We were just stood.
Well, it's green here anyway.
It's green where we are, but we look outside, we wash up and look at somebody else's house. We look out the front and look at somebody else's house. We only walk, it takes about 5 minutes for us to walk onto the common land, and we can just walk for miles and miles and miles. But we're about to move to somewhere where we can just look out the window and just see green hills everywhere. So we're really excited about that, aren't we? I'm just going to change the battery quick. So we just thought it was the perfect time to actually change the name of the channel as well.
Yeah, I mean, because there's changes going on and things like that, and also the fact that because I think our upcoming trip is not just Disney as well, it's a case of it was the perfect time to actually make that change.
We could have called it Ada and Lisa Do Disney and Other Things.
Yeah, and also last week we were in London for my birthday, so we do actually have a vlog coming up for that as well.
That's very true.
So there are going to be other things, to the channel. So it just felt the right time, and also Instagram name has changed as well. So that now is just Ada and Lisa.
But I think as well, because we're really excited, we're moving to Wiltshire, into the country, and it's going to open up so many different places of where we want to go. We're really, really excited. We want to explore more, so we would quite like to actually have more UK things. In between the Disney trips and the US trips, we'd like to have more of the UK places on here as well. So it seemed a bit silly just being Ada and Lisa Do Disney, and couldn't really call it Ada and Lisa Do Disney.
And I think it's also the advice that we give for the Disney trips and things like that from the videos and our vlogs from the trips. It's going to be the same when we go elsewhere. So we just want to bring that to you, bring you along with us.
And we want to go to other places as well, don't we?
And we do. There's other city breaks we want to do. We've been planning some ideas. At the moment, it's kind of on a bit of a back burner because of moving house. But definitely next year is something that we want to kind of look at, get some city breaks done as well. That's our plan.
Actually, we were talking about it in the car today. Bristol will be our closest airport. Has anyone flown out of Bristol Airport before? What's it like? Where can you fly to? You said you saw somebody flew to Dublin.
Dublin recently, literally a couple of days ago. So
I'm really intrigued. We haven't looked into it, so if anyone has used Bristol Airport, let us know. Yeah. But yeah, we want to do some city breaks. We would really love to do a cruise. We've never cruised before. Everyone keeps saying we'll love it. I've had so many friends do Norwegian cruises lately, and they look amazing. So it definitely won't be next year. We're moving. We have got a big Florida trip coming up with the family later in the year, next year. So we have got plans for next year. But I think the year after, maybe then on, there will be other exciting things happening. So it seems, with everything changing at the moment, it seems a really good time to kind of change the channel name. So that's it really, isn't it? But what else have we got planned coming up on this channel? We've obviously got the end of our trip coming up.
Yes, the trip is almost to an end. That was our trip in March. Seems so long ago now. It's not that long ago, but it seems such a long time ago.
If you haven't seen the video from Wednesday, actually, when we went to Fort Wilderness, go and check it out.
You'll see the chicken.
It was really good.
It's so nice. But yeah, I think just then this trip that's upcoming will be out. Obviously, we're going to try and get that out as soon as we can. And that will just continue on when the other one is finished. So please stay tuned for that.
Oh, and we're also going to be filming the miles video this week. How we collect and use Virgin Miles. Yep. That's on the schedule. We've got some other bits and pieces coming up as well. So yeah, we've got some quite exciting things planned for the channel, haven't we? Tips, advice, chats, all that kind of thing. So it should be good. But if there's anything else that you want us to chat about, let us know. And I think we are at the end of the video.
Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Any questions on anything we've said, whether it be to do with our bucket list, or
anything you think we should try.
Yeah, anything. Food, drink, I say anything with our move, anything, any ideas as well for anything. We always appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And we will see you on Wednesday. Can you remember where that video is?
I can't remember.
Is it Magic Kingdom?
Might be.
Might be.
Can't remember.
Can't remember either. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.